Hey, welcome back. As a YouTube creator, sometimes I forget to tell you something really important during a video. In this case, I forgot something kind of big. During my AI style magazine video, Robert pointed it out to me, and thank you, Robert, for your comment. What do you do with a 6.5 Creedmoor where it wants to be loaded longer than 2.870 with virtually every bullet you come up with? Well, the answer is a little more complex than just a different magazine. So let's start with the underlying problem. And that has to do with the feed ramps and the actions. You see, Accuracy International mags have a binder plate in the front of the magazine that is there solely for the purpose of making sure that you have enough clearance for the feed ramp inside of the action. If you don't have a binder plate, you have to have clearance at the feed ramp, which is the problem that you have to solve. And that's something that you have to check before you start changing magazines up. Because whether you're running an AW magazine or a magazine without a binder plate, you need to have an action that's cut correctly for it. For example, my 700 Remington hunting rifle does not work with binderless magazines. You have to use magazines with binder plates in it because the Remington feed ramp is not cut for that kind of an application. So check with your action manufacturer and find out what your action is good for, and or take a binder style magazine and look in through the ejection port and see if you have clearance at the very front edge of the magazine for a round to get up onto the feed ramp. It's not a hard check to make, but sometimes it's better to just let your gunsmith do that for you. So what are your options if you want to have longer rounds than what the AI standard steel mag allows? Well, the first option is to get an AI style mag that doesn't have a binder plate in it. You can get those from MDT if you are so inclined. On the other hand, if you're a fan of the AW style magazine like I am, these will take the same overall length as a binderless magazine will, 2.950. And that is plenty long enough for any 6.5 Creedmoor chamber. Now, we're not trying to touch or even jam the lands with a magazine-fed rifle because, well, that doesn't seem like a really wise decision. In my case, I'm 27 thousandths off at 2.905 inches, and as you can see from this magazine, there is plenty of room in front of those bullet tips. So I can run even longer if I need to, up to and including touching the lands. And this works really well in my 6.5 Creedmoor. So guys, if you need to load longer than the SAAMI maximum length, do a little research on what your action will accept and feed reliably. And if it will feed one of the other options, there's a simple solution to being able to load longer than 2.870. All right, guys, until next time, shoot straight. Keep those comments coming, and I'll see you in the next video.